I basically said screw it and allowed him in my room. I normally don't allow this because I have stuff in here that doesn't need to get destroyed by my cats and by my dog. Also got my door shut. And I normally do keep it shut 24 hours a day. The only time I have it open is if I really need to. But I've been watching cat videos on YouTube where they were reunited with their owners. So I basically just said, screw it, and I needed my own kitty. I basically needed my own kitty with me. Seriously, if you have a cat, you basically treat it as if he or she was your own child, you would basically know what I feel. Hey, Snear, buddy. And like I said in my video about my paint set, it's over there. I got a few stuff over there, and that red Polar Pop cup is filled with water from paint, so I'm pretty sure that's toxic. But he doesn't care. He's just laying on my bed. Now Snear, I don't know if you would consider it smart, but every freaking night while I'm in here basically almost falling asleep or basically on my phone either watching YouTube videos or talking to my friends, this boy plus Zephyr would normally come to that window and basically just either jump and start meowing or meowing then jump. Now Zephyr, as you saw in my other video with all three of my cats, Zephyr, Trix, and Snear, you saw how fluffy Zephyr looked. He's more fluffier than Snear and Trix. But as soon as Zephyr is wet after he had a bath, he's pretty skinny. So basically, he's just a giant fluff ball. But one time Zephyr came to my window, he ended up falling. But I'm pretty sure he landed on his feet because we all know cats always land on their feet. But Snear, he's a freaking smart cat. He's just a smart aleck. Yes, he is. But he's my baby. Now, as you all know, in my other video of me playing with him, I told y'all that he is a victim of abuse. And like you saw in my video of me saying that I couldn't take it anymore because people at my school are being jerks, you can basically compare me with this cat. And I know I didn't tell y'all this, but in the past, well, Snear was in very bad shape because of his old owner. Snear was just basically so stressed out that he would just keep licking himself until there was nothing but wounds. And basically when there was wounds, his fur was stuck to it. And basically to me, that made me emotionally upset because of how this jerky man treated Snear. Even my mother agrees that the man who basically abused this beautiful, happy, loving kitty should have been arrested for the crime that he did. Well, actually crimes, but I don't want to talk about the other one. But if it wasn't for my older sister, this cat would have been dead. And I'm basically proud of my older sister for actually pulling Snear out of the situation that he was in. She may not have been an animal rescuer, but she knew that she had to get out of there. She had to get herself, her own cat Zephyr, and mostly, importantly, Snear. She knew that if she didn't get him out of there, he was going to end up one day dead. And even now, it still hurts me for what he did, for what that man did to Snear. I want to say his name, but I can't because my older sister does watch my videos. But in the past, Snear wouldn't have been like this. No, don't go licking yourself. You're on camera. But even now, Snear is a happy, loving boy. It just took time for him to actually realize that he's in a safe place and that his old owner is never coming back. And if that man ever did show up, I would take Snear and go hide, while my mom would be calling the freaking cops. Hey, Snear. I even have a plan of what to do if his old owner ever showed up wanting to take Snear back. And he's not going to get him back. He lost the responsibility of being Snear's owner. And now the responsibility of owning Snear has fallen onto me, my mom, my dad, my younger sister, and mostly my older sister, because she was the one who saved him. Hey. Come here. Hold on, guys. There he is. Look at him. See? Now, in the past, Snear would be scared of mostly everyone. And I mean everyone. This included my mom, my dad, my younger sister. But I could understand why he would be scared of my dad, because his old owner was in fact a male, as I had said. But the only reason why he wasn't scared of me and my younger sister was basically because me and my older sister were the only two to ever show this cat love. Now, I don't know what kind of abuse the man did to him, but it was emotionally abused. It didn't only affect my older sister, but it affected me, and it mostly affected Snear. Now, I may do a video on him telling his story, but Snear's story dates back years before I even became